Let me ask you something, and I want you to be brutally honest with yourself. Who is the person that 5 minutes after talking to them, you feel completely exhausted, like you just ran a marathon, but you didn't even move an inch? Who is the person that can walk into a room full of sunshine and turn it into a thunderstorm just by opening their mouth? You know exactly who I am talking about. The colleague who kills every idea before it even has a chance to breathe. The family member who turns every celebration into a disaster. The friend who calls you just to dump their emotional garbage on your doorstep and walk away without even saying thank you. Today, we are taking the garbage out. Today, we are building an immunity so strong that negativity bounces off you like a bullet off Superman's chest. I am not going to just tell you how to survive negative people. I am going to teach you how to thrive in spite of them, how to protect your energy, your peace, and your future from the energy vampires who want to suck you dry. If you have ever felt drained, anxious, or defeated after a conversation, this video is for you. If you have ever gone to bed wondering why you feel so empty, even though nothing physically happened to you, this video is for you. So stay with me for the next hour, because this is going to change the way you deal with people forever. This is going to change the way you protect yourself. This is going to give you back control over your own life. Let us call it what it really is. We are living in an epidemic, not a virus, not a disease, an epidemic of energy theft. Every single day, you wake up with a battery. Let us say it is 100% full. You have dreams, you have goals, you have a fire in your belly. Then you check your phone, you see a negative text message. 10% gone, just like that. You go to work. A coworker corners you by the coffee machine and unloads 20 minutes of doom and gloom. Another 30% gone. You go home. A family member criticizes everything you have done. Another 40% gone. By 3 in the afternoon, you are running on empty. You are exhausted. You are irritable. You are snapping at people who do not deserve it, and you have no idea why. Here is the truth they do not teach you in school. Negative people do not just bring you down. They borrow your energy, and they never give it back. They are emotional bank robbers. They walk up to you, have a conversation, and walk away with your peace of mind, your joy, your motivation, all of it, gone. And here is the question you need to ask yourself. Why are you letting them? Why are you leaving the front door of your mind unlocked? Think about it. If a stranger walked into your house and started stealing your furniture, you would stop them. You would call the police. You would lock the door. But when someone walks into your mind and steals your peace, you just let them. You let them walk all over you. You let them take and take and take until there is nothing left. That stops today. Before we talk about how to deal with negative people, we need to understand why they are the way they are. Because when you understand the psychology behind negativity, it becomes a lot less personal. And when it becomes less personal, it becomes a lot easier to handle. So let us break this down. Negative people are not born negative. They become negative over time. It is a learned behavior. It is a coping mechanism. It is a shield they have built to protect themselves from pain. For many negative people, pessimism is not a mood. It is a survival strategy. They expect the worst because they are terrified of being disappointed. They criticize others because they are deeply insecure about themselves. They complain because it gives them a twisted sense of control in a world that feels completely out of control. Think about it this way. If you always expect the worst, you are never surprised when things go wrong. You are never let down. You are never vulnerable. It is a way of protecting yourself from the pain of hope. But here is the problem. That shield that protects them also traps them. It keeps them in a prison of their own making. and they do not even realize it. So when a negative person lashes out at you, it is not really about you. It is about their own fear, their own insecurity, their own pain. They are projecting onto you what they feel about themselves. That does not make it right, but it does make it easier to understand. And understanding is the first step to detachment. I need to tell you something. And this is going to sting a little bit. But I love you enough to tell you the truth. You cannot save a person who wants to drown, especially if they are trying to drag you down with them. We have this disease. It is called the savior complex. We think to ourselves, if I just explain it logically enough, they will get it. If I just show them how good life can be, they will snap out of it. If I just love them hard enough, they will finally change. No, they will not. Let me say that again. They will not change because of you. They will only change if they want to change. And most of the time, they do not want to change. Why would they? Their negativity is comfortable. It is familiar. It is predictable. Change is scary. Change requires effort. Change requires facing the things they have been running from their whole lives. So they stay stuck. And they want you to stay stuck with them. Because if you are happy and they are miserable, it reminds them of what they are missing. It threatens their worldview. It makes them feel even worse about themselves. So they try to pull you down. They try to dim your light, not because they are evil, but because your light exposes their darkness. And that is why you cannot fix them. You can love them. You can support them. You can pray for them. But you cannot fix them. That is their job. That is their journey. And you are not responsible for it. Stop trying to fix them. Stop trying to save them. Stop sacrificing your mental health on the altar of their comfort. You were not put on this earth to be a dumping ground for someone else's unresolved trauma. The moment you accept that you cannot change them, you set yourself free. So what do we do? If we cannot fix them, are we just supposed to ignore them, be mean to them, cut them out of our lives completely? Absolutely not. Well, sometimes, yes. But that is not always necessary. Most of the time, we just need a mindset shift. We are going to practice something I call detached empathy. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you are standing on a beautiful beach. The ocean is right in front of you. But today, the water is freezing. It is choppy. It is dangerous. There are rip currents. The waves are crashing violently. The negative person is swimming in that freezing water. They are shivering. They are cold. They are miserable. They are struggling to keep their head above water. And they are screaming at you, jump in. Come be miserable with me. Come drown with me. Now you have two choices. Choice number one, you jump in, you freeze, you drown with them. Choice number two, you stay on the shore. You look at them with compassion. You say, I see that you are cold. I see that you are struggling. I see that you are scared. But I am not jumping into that water. I am staying dry. And I am reaching a hand out, but you have to swim to me. I cannot save you if you are fighting against me. That is detached empathy. You acknowledge their pain. You validate their feelings. You see their humanity. But you do not absorb their pain into your own body. You are the lighthouse, not the shipwreck. You can see their storm. You can send them a signal. You can guide them. But you are not sailing into their hurricane. You are not letting their storm become your storm. This is the most important skill you will ever learn. The ability to care deeply without being consumed. The ability to love without losing yourself. The ability to be compassionate without being a doormat. Okay, enough theory. Let us get practical. I am going to give you the exact words to say. Write these down. Pause the video. Screenshot this. Save this somewhere safe. These scripts are your weapons. Use them. Practice them. Make them your own. Strip number one. The chronic complainer. They say to you, everything is terrible. Nothing ever works. Why even try? The world is falling apart. There is no point. You look them in the eye, calm and firm, and you say this: I hear that you are frustrated. It does sound overwhelming. I can see that you are really struggling with this. But I need to shift my focus to what we can control right now. What is the one action step we can take, even if it is something small? Boom. You acknowledged them. You validated them. You showed them empathy. But you did not wallow with them. You redirected the conversation toward agency. Strip number 2, the pessimist who kills your dreams. They say to you, that will never work. You are going to fail. Do not get your hopes up. You are being unrealistic. You are setting yourself up for disappointment. You smile confidently and you say this: I appreciate you trying to protect me from disappointment. I know you care about me and you do not want to see me hurt, but I am choosing to believe this is possible. I am choosing to take the risk. I need you to trust my optimism today, even if you cannot see it yet. And if you cannot support me, that is okay. But I am going to move forward anyway. Birrell dropped. Mic drop. Strips number 3, the gossip or toxic friend. They say to you, did you hear what they did? Can you believe it? Let us talk about them. Let us tear them apart. You stay neutral and you say this: I care about our friendship, but I am not comfortable talking about people who are not here. It does not feel right to me. Let us talk about something else, or I am going to head out. And then you follow through. You walk away. You do not engage. You do not get drawn in. Strip number 4, the family member who criticizes everything. They say to you, why did you do that? That was a mistake. You should have done it differently. You never do anything right. You take a deep breath and you say this: I understand that you have a different perspective. I respect your opinion, but this is my life and I am making the choices that feel right for me. I am not asking for your approval. I am just asking for your respect. If you cannot give me that, I need to step away from this conversation. I know these feel awkward. I know they feel rude. I know your heart starts racing when you think about saying them, but let me redefine rude for you. Rude is stealing someone's peace. Rude is dumping your trauma on an innocent person. Rude is expecting someone else to carry your emotional baggage. Rude is tearing someone down to make yourself feel better. You are not being rude by protecting your spirit. You are being mature. You are being wise. You are being strong. Now I need to pause because we have been pointing fingers at everyone else: the negative coworker, the toxic ex, the draining family member, the difficult friend. But what if, just what if, you are the common denominator? This is the part of the video where people click off. Because the truth hurts. The truth requires self-reflection. And self-reflection is uncomfortable, but I am not here to make you comfortable. I am here to make you better. So ask yourself this question honestly. Do you attract negative people because you have no boundaries? Do you tolerate drama because you secretly crave chaos? Do you complain just as much as they do, but you just call it being a realist? Here is the hardest question of all. If you are surrounded by negative people, could it be that you are the negative person? I am not accusing you. I am just asking you. I am asking you to be honest with yourself because we all have a shadow side. We all have moments where we are the energy vampire, the gossip you spread. That is negativity. The complaint you repeat 10 times a day, that is negativity. The self-doubt you project onto others, that is negativity. The sarcasm you hide behind, that is negativity. The cynicism you call wisdom, that is negativity. If you want to change your environment, you have to change your energy first. You cannot attract eagles if you are acting like a vulture. So take a moment. Be still. Be honest. Ask yourself, what am I bringing to the table? Am I bringing light or am I bringing darkness? Am I bringing solutions, or am I bringing problems? Am I bringing peace, or am I bringing chaos? Okay, so now we know the psychology. We have the scripts. We have looked in the mirror. We have done the self-reflection. Now it is time to clean house. You cannot have a healthy garden if you keep watering the weeds. You cannot have a peaceful mind if you keep giving airtime to toxic people. So let me ask you, who are you letting stay in your life that you know you need to release? This is the hard part. This is where the fear kicks in. This is where the excuses start. But they are family. But I have known them for 20 years. But they are my boss. But they are my best friend. But I feel guilty. But I do not want to hurt them. Let me tell you something. Staying with a toxic person out of guilt is not love. It is codependency. It is fear. It is obligation. And obligation is not a good enough reason to sacrifice your peace. You can love someone and still love yourself enough to walk away. You can respect someone and still respect your peace more. You can care about someone and still care about your mental health more. Your mental health is not up for negotiation. Your peace is not up for negotiation. Your joy is not up for negotiation. If a person drains you more than they fill you, they are a liability, not an asset. And if you do not cut the dead branches off the tree, the whole tree dies. Are you willing to let the whole tree die for the sake of one dead branch? I do not think so. I think you are stronger than that. I think you are wiser than that. I think you know deep down what you need to do. You are just scared to do it. But fear is not a reason to stay stuck. Fear is a reason to move forward anyway. Now let us talk about boundaries, because boundaries are the foundation of everything we have been discussing. A boundary is not a wall. A boundary is not a punishment. A boundary is not a rejection. A boundary is a guideline. It is a rule you set for yourself about what you will and will not tolerate. It is a way of saying, I love you, but I love myself too. I want to be in relationship with you, but not at the expense of my own well-being. Here is the thing about boundaries. They are not about controlling other people. They are about controlling yourself. You cannot make someone stop being negative, but you can decide how much access they have to you. You cannot make someone stop criticizing you, but you can decide whether you are going to listen. You cannot make someone stop gossiping, but you can decide whether you are going to participate. So here are some examples of healthy boundaries. Burial number 1. I will not engage in conversations that are primarily negative. If the conversation becomes a complaint session, I will redirect it or I will leave. Burial number 2. I will not allow anyone to speak to me disrespectfully. If someone raises their voice at me or insults me, I will calmly ask them to stop. If they continue, I will walk away. Burial number 3. I will not sacrifice my schedule for people who do not respect my time. If someone is consistently late or cancels at the last minute, I will stop making plans with them. Burial number 4. I will not be available to everyone all the time. I am allowed to say no. I am allowed to be busy. I am allowed to protect my rest. These boundaries are not cruel. They are necessary. They are the difference between a life of exhaustion and a life of peace. Listen to me carefully. I want you to hear what I am about to say. There is only one person responsible for your energy. One person responsible for your peace. One person responsible for your destiny. And that person is staring back at you in the mirror. Not your mother. Not your boss. Not your friend. Not your spouse. Not your ex. Not your coworker. You are the gatekeeper of your mind. You are the guardian of your heart. You are the protector of your spirit. The negative person can knock on the door. They can ring the bell. They can bang on the windows. They can scream your name. They can try to guilt you. They can try to manipulate you. But you decide whether to open the door. You decide whether to let them in. You decide how long they stay. You are not a puppet. You are not a sponge. You are not a garbage can. You are not a doormat. You are a human being with the power to say, not today, not ever. No more stop giving your power away. Every time you let a negative person ruin your day, you are handing them the keys to your life and saying, drive me into a ditch, please. Ruin my mood, steal my joy, destroy my peace. Are you crazy? Are you really going to let someone else have that much control over you? Take back the keys. Take back your joy. Take back your morning. Take back your destiny. Take back your smile. Take back your hope. Take back your dreams. The negative person does not have power over you. They only have the power you give them. So stop giving it away. Stop being generous with your peace. Stop being generous with your joy. Start being generous with your boundaries. Start being generous with your self-respect. Now, after all that fire, all that passion, all that intensity, I want to leave you with something different. Anger feels good. It feels empowering. It feels like justice. It feels like revenge. But anger is also a weight. It is a heavy burden to carry. And if you hold on to anger against the negative people in your life, they still win. Because you are still giving them your emotional energy. You are still thinking about them. You are still letting them take up space in your mind. So here is the final shift. Instead of being angry at the negative person, have pity, have compassion. Imagine being so scared of disappointment that you cannot even hope. Imagine being so insecure that you have to tear others down just to feel tall. Imagine being so trapped in your own misery that you cannot even see the sun anymore. Imagine being so afraid of vulnerability that you push away everyone who tries to love you. That is a prison, and they are living in it. You, on the other hand, you are free. You get to walk away. You get to smile. You get to pursue your dreams. You get to love. You get to hope. You get to grow. They are stuck. You are moving. So when they lash out, do not get defensive. Do not get angry. Do not get bitter. Get compassionate. Say to yourself, they are hurting. They are scared. They are trapped. But I am not the one who can heal them. Only they can do that. And then you let go. You release the anger. You release the resentment. You release the need for them to change. You release the need for them to understand. You release the need for them to apologize. And you just move forward, free, light, peaceful Dal. And that brings me to forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about letting them off the hook. It is about letting yourself off the hook. It is about releasing the poison of resentment from your own system. When you hold on to grudges, you are the one who suffers. The negative person probably does not even know you are angry. They are living their life, oblivious to the weight you are carrying. So who is the grudge really hurting? It is hurting you. Forgiveness is not saying what they did was okay. It is not saying they were right. It is not saying you want to be best friends with them. Forgiveness is saying, I am not going to let this control me anymore. I am not going to let this define me. I am not going to carry this weight anymore. So forgive them. Forgive them for their ignorance. Forgive them for their fear. Forgive them for their pain. Forgive them for their blindness. Forgive them for not being who you needed them to be. And most importantly, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for letting them in. Forgive yourself for staying too long. Forgive yourself for not setting boundaries sooner. Forgive yourself for being human, because you are human. And being human means you make mistakes. It means you learn. It means you grow. It means you become wiser. So let go of the guilt. Let go of the shame. Let go of the regret. And walk forward into a new chapter. So here is your mission. Starting today, right now, this very second, this very moment, you will stop letting negative people dictate your mood. You will stop letting them steal your joy. You will stop letting them drain your energy. You will stop letting them control your life. You will set boundaries. You will speak your truth. You will protect your peace like a mother protects her child. You will guard your heart like a soldier guards a fortress. You will not argue. You will not absorb. You will not engage. You will not defend. You will not explain. You will not justify. You will observe. You will acknowledge. You will empathize. And then you will walk away because you have a purpose. You have a destiny. You have a calling that is bigger than their complaints. You have a life that is bigger than their negativity. You have a future that is brighter than their darkness. The world needs your light. The world needs your energy. The world needs your joy. The world needs you at 100%, not 50, not 60, not drained by 2 in the afternoon, 100%. So I need you to make a decision right now, a decision that will change everything. Are you going to let the negative people win? Are you going to let them dim your light? Are you going to let them steal your peace? Or are you going to rise? Are you going to stand up? Are you going to take back your power? Are you going to be the person you were meant to be? I believe in you. I know you can do this. I know you have the strength. I know you have the courage. I know you have the wisdom. Now go out there and be so full of joy, so full of purpose, so full of peace, so full of love, so full of hope, that negativity does not even know where to find you. It cannot penetrate your armor. It cannot break your spirit. It cannot steal your fire because you are unstoppable. You are unshakable. You are unbreakable. And do not you ever forget it. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Comment below. Who are you setting a boundary with today? Who are you forgiving today? Who are you releasing today? I will see you in the next one. Stay strong, stay peaceful, stay you.